You lie down at night and close your eyes. Your pillow is soft. Your door is locked. Your phone is charging. Your biggest danger is accidentally watching short videos until 3 a.m. Now remove the pillow. Remove the door. Remove the walls. Remove the phone. Add darkness, cold wind, insects, strange noises, and several animals that would absolutely love to turn you into a midnight snack. Welcome to prehistoric sleep. For ancient humans, sleeping was not just resting. It was gambling with your face. Because when you sleep, you are helpless. You cannot run. You cannot fight. You cannot see the leopard deciding whether you look delicious. And yet, ancient humans slept every night. Somehow, they did it without being eaten constantly. So how did ancient humans sleep without becoming the world's softest buffet? They did not sleep alone. A single human sleeping in the open is a tragic snack with dreams. A group of humans sleeping together is much harder to attack. Groups provide many eyes, many bodies, and many angry people who can wake up holding sticks. Predators prefer easy meals. They like surprise. They like weakness. They like one isolated target on the edge of the dark. But a human camp is not one target. It is a noisy, smoky, suspicious pile of relatives, not ideal dining. This is why social sleeping mattered. Ancient humans probably slept near each other, close enough to hear movement, whispers, crying babies, and that one person who snores like an injured mammoth. Annoying. Yes. Useful. Also yes. If someone wakes suddenly, others notice. If a child cries, adults react. I heard something. Nobody says, please respect my sleep cycle. They get up. This is survival. One important idea comes from research on the Hadza hunter-gatherers of Tanzania. Researchers, including David Sampson, studied sleep patterns among Hadza groups and found something fascinating. Not everyone was deeply asleep at the same time. Across the night, people naturally woke and slept at different moments. The researchers described this as sentinel-like behavior. Plain English, even without assigning a professional night guard. The group often had someone awake, half awake, or easier to wake. Modern people call waking at 3 a.m. annoying. Ancient life called it security coverage. Your insomnia might not be a bug. It might be ancient software that refuses to uninstall. But sleeping in groups was only one layer. The second layer was fire. Fire was the prehistoric version of a security light, heater, kitchen, social hub, and psychological comfort blanket. A campfire pushed back darkness. It made nearby movement visible. It gave warmth. It produced smoke. It gave people a place to gather, and it probably made some predators hesitate. Fire was not a magical force field. A hungry predator could still be dangerous, but fire changed the mood of the night. Without fire, darkness belongs to everything with better night vision than you. With fire, there is at least a glowing circle where humans can see, react, and pretend they are in control. That glowing circle mattered. People could sleep close to it. They could keep tools nearby. They could feed it during the night. They could use burning branches if danger approached. Imagine being a leopard looking at a camp. You see smoke, light, moving shadows, pointy sticks, someone awake and staring directly at you with the energy of a tired parent who has had enough. You might decide to hunt something less complicated. That was the goal. Ancient humans did not need to be impossible to attack. They just needed to be irritating enough that predators chose another option. Ancient people were not randomly lying down anywhere like exhausted tourists at an airport. They chose places carefully. A good sleeping place needed shelter from wind, rain, and cold. It needed visibility. It needed distance from obvious predator paths. It needed access to resources, but not so close to dangerous water that crocodiles could join the evening program. But they were not perfect. Modern people imagine a cave and think, nice. Free apartment. Ancient people knew better. Bears used caves. Hyenas used caves. Big cats could use caves. A cave could protect you from weather. So humans had to inspect shelters. Look for tracks. Look for bones. Smell the air. Use fire. Sleep near the entrance or deeper inside depending on the situation. A good cave was safety. A bad cave was a mouth with a ceiling. They may also have used elevated or protected spaces when available. Rock ledges, cliff areas, dense camps, thorny barriers, or sleeping near difficult access points could reduce risk. Later, humans and many traditional groups have used brush, thorns, smoke, animals, and camp layout to make night camps safer. The principle is simple. Do not make yourself easy. Predators love easy. Humans survive by being inconvenient. Tools were another layer. Sleeping did not mean weapons disappeared. Spears, clubs, stones, digging sticks, firebrands, and cutting tools could be kept nearby. Nobody wanted to wake up and then start looking for a spear like, "Hold on, lion, I know I put it somewhere." No, tools had to be close. Ancient sleep was probably not like modern sleep, where you fully relax under a blanket and trust architecture. It may have been lighter, more flexible, more responsive to sound. People could wake quickly, move quickly, grab something quickly, because in a dangerous environment, deep sleep is valuable, but waking up is also valuable. Your brain loves sleep. It repairs, restores, processes memory, and helps survival. But your brain also knows that being eaten interrupts sleep quality. So human sleep may have balanced rest with alertness. That is why noises at night still feel so powerful. A tiny sound can wake you. A creak becomes a monster. A coat on a chair becomes a murderer. A plastic bag moving in the wind becomes an entire Netflix horror series. Your brain is not stupid. It is dramatic for historical reasons. For most of human history, ignoring a strange sound had consequences. False alarms were annoying. False calm was fatal. If you wake up because of nothing, you lose a little sleep. If you do not wake up because of something, you lose all future sleep permanently. Terrible deal. Children made this even more important. Ancient children were vulnerable. Small bodies, small legs, terrible judgment. A child might wander, cry, or sleep too close to danger. So adults probably placed children near the safest center of the group, close to mothers, fathers, grandparents, siblings, and fire. Older children learned camp rules early. Do not wander into the dark. Do not sleep far away. Do not chase glowing eyes. Do not poke the suspicious bush. Every generation has rules like this. Only the monsters change. Sleep also depended on season and climate. In cold places, people needed warmth. They may have used hides, grasses, leaves, bedding materials, and body heat. Archaeological evidence from sites such as Border Cave in South Africa suggests that humans used plant bedding tens of thousands of years ago. Some bedding included ash layers, which may have helped reduce insects. Plain English, ancient humans were not just flopping onto rocks like cartoon cavemen. They made sleeping surfaces. They improved camps. They dealt with pests. Because nothing says prehistoric misery like trying to sleep while insects treat you like a free restaurant. So sleeping safely was not one trick. It was a system: group sleeping, fire, careful camp location, tools nearby, knowledge of tracks and predator behavior. Children protected in the center, flexible sleep patterns, bedding, smoke, noise, memory, and probably one suspicious uncle who woke up every hour and said, "Did you hear that?" Everyone complained about him. Everyone also survived because of him. There is another twist. Ancient humans may have been safer because they were predictable as a group, but unpredictable as prey. A human camp could erupt suddenly. One shout becomes 10 shouts. One ember becomes a burning branch. One stone becomes many stones. One frightened group becomes a loud, angry problem. Predators must avoid injury. A wounded predator may starve. So attacking humans had a cost. Again, humans did not need to win every fight. They needed predators to hesitate. Hesitation is survival. 1 second of doubt can become one more morning. Imagine the night. The fire is low. Children sleep near the center. Adults lie close together. Spears rest within reach. Smoke drifts into the dark. Someone snores. Someone else wakes and listens. There is a sound beyond the firelight. A soft step. A branch cracking. 2 eyes appear. The watcher sits up. Another person wakes, then another. A hand reaches for a stick. Someone feeds the fire. The eyes pause. The camp is awake now. Not fully, not calmly, but enough. The predator wanted sleeping meat. It got a committee. The eyes vanish. Breathing returns. Someone whispers an insult at the darkness. The fire crackles, and the group sleeps again. That is how ancient humans slept without being eaten. Not perfectly, not safely by modern standards, but cleverly, together, near fire, with tools, in chosen places, with alert minds and shared danger. They turned sleep from a private weakness into a group strategy. So the next time you lock your door, turn off the lights, and complain that your pillow is not fluffy enough. Remember your ancestors. They slept on plant bedding, near smoke, beside relatives, listening for teeth in the dark. And thanks to them, you now have the luxury of being defeated by a bad mattress. Ancient humans did sleep, but they slept like animals who knew the night was watching. And they survived by watching back,